Here's the big thing, guys, is people are wandering around these days, say, boy, there's three states of fear. Well, yeah, there are. There really are. There's the fear of failure, which I don't get. The fear of success, which I absolutely positively don't get. But the big one for people that they confuse the fear of failure with is the fear of judgment, where you're so afraid that you're going to be judged based on what your outcome is when you're starting and building into something new. This is particularly powerful for folks that are already in the public's eye, like athletes or entertainers or people that have a higher social profile in respect to people watching them and visiting with them. They're absolutely positively petrified of not succeeding, and what will people think of them? That's indeed the deal. So the problem is in this whole thing is you have to decide that your vision, that your desires, that your goals, that your objectives, that your self-worth is higher than the people who want to sit out there and live in a state of trying to drag people down rather than build you up. Big difference. People trying to bring people down instead of build you up. And that is the essence of success. Because if you operate in a way in which you will want to champion other people, to help build people up, to bring them from a state of where they are today to where they want to be, then you'll have little regard from the small minds, low-level expectation people, the folks that live with little ambition but much complaining, that if you decide that you want to build, that you want to help people grow, then you will grow and build yourself. Because it will have no consequence, absolutely no consequence, what other people think about what you're doing and where you're going. Because the vast, vast majority of people live in a state of debt and desperation and decrepitude and exhaustion. That's just where they live. And heaven forbid that you decide that you're going to live somewhere else, live in another plane of exceptionalism, a place in which you're going to promote excellence and you're going to sell success. If you decide that you're going to do that, then these small minds and these little mealy-mouthed things that are going on around you and the chattering and all that stuff doesn't matter. Because you already know that to get someplace that you haven't been before, you've got to do some things that you've never done before. And guess what? When you do that, you fail. Now, I don't mean catastrophic failure. What I'm talking about in fail is, well, that didn't go as well as I thought it was going to go. But I learned from it, and I'm going to take it to the next step. And it worked this time. Okay, now I can take it to the next step. Maybe a little bit too big of a reach, but you know what? I'm going to cut that in half, and then I'm going to succeed there, and then I'm going to go to the next step. And I'm going to bring some people along with me. Why? Because I can show them that I've done that as well too. It's absolutely just mind-boggling to me, absolutely mind-boggling that when I watch people who already have achieved a degree of success in various fields absolutely get paralyzed when they're going into another area. And it's amazing because if they'll just stop and think about the character that it took and the things that they needed to do and the work they needed to put into it and the skills they needed to develop they didn't have already, that if they'll stop and think about that, then what happens in the end is that it's like, yeah, I guess it isn't so different, because it's not. Because it's just flat out not. You really do have within your grasp, within the power, the internal, spark that sits there. You have the ability to get to where you want to if you will allow yourself to absolutely calm your mind and build your vision about where you are today, not so important, but where you want to be. And when you decide to do that, then you have to make sure the vehicle that you're going to have, the vehicle that's going to drive you to that place, right? That vehicle, I'm not talking about a car or a plane or a boat, stuff, the vehicle being the nature of the endeavor has the absolute potential to take you there. Okay? You can't put your ladder against the wrong wall, in other words. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit from Coach Richard today. Okay? You want to learn more about this? You're gonna connect with me, you're going to reach out to me, you're going to just follow me, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, because there are lessons to learn from people that have done it, that have been there, have done it, and are passing it along, and by the way, continue to do it. And I love it. You know why I like it? Because I watch more people build and believe and to grow inside themselves, and when that happens, I grow just a little bit too. And that, folks, makes it all worthwhile. All right, that's it. Straight from Camp Cameron. Coach Richard, take care. Bye-bye.